Have you ever walked into a family gathering or a community event, smiling warmly, hoping to connect, only to feel like somehow you had faded into the background? Maybe conversations floated around you, laughter filled the room, yet no one truly paused to meet your eyes or ask how you were doing. If that sounds familiar, please know you are not alone. So many people after 65 experience this quiet fading, and it can feel confusing, even painful at times. But the truth is, feeling invisible doesn't mean your story is over. It doesn't mean you've lost your importance. In fact, these years can become some of the richest, most vibrant chapters of your life. Life after 65 can still be full of energy, meaning, and joy, with just a few small, intentional changes in how you care for yourself each day. And today, we're going to explore a few simple, science-backed habits that are easy to start and powerful enough to help you step fully back into your light. Stick with me until the end, and you'll walk away with a clear, practical blueprint for living more confidently, feeling more deeply connected, and experiencing a renewed sense of purpose every single day. And trust me, you don't want to miss the final habit we'll uncover, because it just might be the biggest game changer for your future happiness. So if you're ready to take those small but mighty steps toward a more vibrant life, let's dive right into the very first powerful habit. Habit number 1, volunteer, give to be seen again. Have you ever noticed how much lighter and more alive you feel when you reach out to help someone else? Maybe it's something simple, holding the door for a stranger, helping a neighbor carry groceries, or reading a story to a group of children. These small acts don't just lift others, they reawaken something powerful within us too. Volunteering is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to feel truly seen and valued again. After 65, when life can start to feel quieter and social circles sometimes shrink, giving your time, even just an hour or two a week, can reignite a deep sense of purpose and connection. It reminds you that you are still needed, still vital, and still a part of something larger than yourself. There's strong science behind this. When you volunteer, your brain releases oxytocin and dopamine, natural chemicals that create feelings of happiness, connection, and belonging. Think of them as fresh air rushing through a stuffy room. Without these emotional boosts, feelings of loneliness and invisibility can quietly build up, like dust gathering in forgotten corners of the heart. But by stepping out and giving back, you sweep those shadows away and invite new energy into your life. Starting is easier than you might think. Choose something that naturally sparks a little joy. Maybe it's reading to children at your local library, helping at a community food pantry, caring for animals at a shelter, or offering your wisdom through mentoring. You don't need a formal invitation. Your time, your kindness, your life experience, they are gifts the world needs now more than ever. And here's the most beautiful part. Every small act of service becomes a mirror that reflects back your true worth, brighter and clearer with every smile you give and every connection you build. Speaking of reigniting your inner spark, there's another powerful habit that can breathe even more life into your days by reconnecting you with passions you may have quietly set aside. Habit number 2, pursue passions. Reignite the fire within. Have you ever stumbled across an old photo, a forgotten sketchbook, or a dusty guitar tucked away in the corner, and felt a tiny spark of excitement flicker inside you? Maybe it's a passion you once loved, a dream you once chased, but somehow along the way, life's busyness or responsibilities gently pulled you away from it. That spark, though, it's still there, quietly waiting for you to notice. After 65, rediscovering or nurturing a passion isn't just a pleasant hobby, it's a powerful way to feel alive, needed, and vibrantly connected to your own story again. When you immerse yourself in something that makes your heart beat a little faster, you remind yourself that growth and joy don't have an expiration date. Scientifically, there's an even deeper reason why pursuing passions matters. Learning something new or re-engaging with a beloved interest creates fresh connections between neurons in your brain, almost like laying new railroad tracks that keep the trains of memory, focus, and creativity running strong. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that seniors who actively engage in creative activities reduce cognitive decline by up to 30%. Without these mental workouts, it's easy for the mind to stiffen and slow down, much like a garden untended slowly becoming overgrown and weary. A beautiful example comes from a man named Harold, who picked up his old love of watercolor painting at 72 after decades of putting it aside. At first, he could barely manage a few shaky brushstrokes, but after a few months, he had an entire wall of vibrant landscapes, and even held his first community art show at 75. His mind felt sharper, his spirits brighter, and he had something to look forward to every single day. You don't have to be a master or aim for perfection. Start by simply listing 3 to 5 activities that once made you lose track of time in the best possible way. Was it gardening, writing poetry, fixing old radios, playing the piano? Choose one that stirs even a hint of curiosity or excitement and dedicate just 20 minutes a day, or even 10 minutes if that's all you can spare, to reconnecting with it. And if you feel like you don't have any passions left, that's okay too. Sometimes new sparks appear when we step out and try something we've never done before. Joining a photography walk, taking a pottery class, or even learning to cook a new cuisine. Remember, it's not about becoming the best. It's about letting yourself feel alive again. About feeding the parts of your soul that still long to dance, to build, to create. And speaking of protecting the beautiful energy you're reigniting inside you, the next habit is about drawing invisible lines that honor and safeguard your time, your peace, and your heart. Habit number 3, set boundaries. Protect your energy and confidence. Have you ever agreed to something, even when every part of you was silently saying no, just to keep the peace? Maybe it was babysitting when you were already exhausted, or attending an event you didn't truly have the energy for. It happens to so many of us, especially as we get older. We're taught to be generous, flexible, and accommodating. But without realizing it, constantly saying yes can slowly drain your spirit dry. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish or pushing people away. It's about honoring your time, your needs, and your well-being so that you can keep showing up for the people and activities you truly care about, with energy, love, and authenticity. From a biological perspective, every time you ignore your inner no, your body experiences stress. Your brain releases higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, which, when left unmanaged, can weaken your immune system, disturb your sleep, and even cloud your thinking over time. Think of it like a leaky faucet dripping water all day long. Eventually, it floods the entire room. But when you set clear, kind boundaries, you patch that leak and protect the foundation of your health and happiness. Research from the University of Michigan shows that older adults who practice assertive communication and boundary setting experience 60% lower levels of chronic stress and report higher overall life satisfaction within just a few months. It's not magic, it's simply choosing yourself, consistently and respectfully. How can you start setting boundaries today? Begin small. Identify one situation that often leaves you feeling drained. Then practice saying a gentle but firm sentence like, "I appreciate the offer, but I need to rest today," or "I love spending time together, but I'll only be able to stay for an hour." Writing down these sentences ahead of time can make it easier to speak them out loud when the moment comes. And remember, you don't owe anyone a long explanation. Your peace is reason enough. It might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to always being available for others. But every time you choose to honor your limits, you're sending yourself a powerful message. I matter. My needs are valid, and the more you practice, the stronger and more centered you'll feel. Now that you've learned how to protect your precious energy, it's time to focus on something just as vital, nurturing your body and soul from the inside out with small, intentional acts of self-care. Habit number 4, practice self-care intentionally. Nourish your body and spirit. Have you ever found yourself putting off a walk, skipping meals, or staying up too late, telling yourself it's just one day, only to realize that one day has quietly turned into weeks? It's so easy to let self-care slide, especially when no one is there pushing you to prioritize yourself. But here's the truth. You deserve the same care, attention, and tenderness that you so willingly give to others. After 65, intentional self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the foundation that supports everything else: your strength, your energy, your emotional resilience, and your overall quality of life. And the beautiful part? It doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. Small, consistent acts of self-kindness create powerful ripples that touch every part of your day. From a biological standpoint, your body at this stage is like a finely tuned classic car. It still runs beautifully, but it needs regular maintenance. A consistent sleep routine allows your brain to repair and refresh, much like a mechanic tuning up an engine. Gentle daily movement, like walking, stretching, or yoga, keeps your joints flexible and your circulation strong, preventing the rust of stiffness and weakness. Nutritious food acts as premium fuel, powering every cell with the energy it needs to heal and thrive. Neglecting these basics doesn't cause a sudden breakdown. It's more like a slow, silent wear and tear that steals vitality day by day. The World Health Organization reports that older adults who engage in just 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week, combined with proper sleep and nutrition, add an average of 3 to 5 years of vibrant, independent life to their journey. That's not just living longer, it's living better. So how can you weave self-care naturally into your daily rhythm? Start with the 1-1-1 rule: 1 hour of gentle movement each day, one colorful, nourishing meal filled with greens, berries, or lean proteins, and one small act of relaxation that soothes your spirit, whether it's listening to music, meditating for a few minutes, or simply sitting quietly by a sunny window. And if an hour feels too much right now, that's okay. Start with 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Anything is better than nothing. Progress, not perfection, is the real goal. Every time you choose to nourish yourself, you're building a life where you feel stronger, steadier, and more joyful. Not just for today, but for all the tomorrows still to come. Now that you've gathered these 4 powerful habits, the real magic happens when you start weaving them gently into your daily life, one small choice at a time. You see, feeling invisible after 65 isn't a sign that your best days are behind you. It's simply an invitation, a reminder that it's time to step back into the light on your own terms. By volunteering your gifts, reigniting your passions, setting healthy boundaries, and caring for yourself with intention, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. The changes don't have to be big or overwhelming. Every small choice you make, every hour given, every passion pursued, every boundary honored, every step taken to nourish yourself becomes a powerful declaration: I am here, I matter, I am still writing my story. If this message resonated with you today, I encourage you to take just one small step. Choose one habit from today's video and begin. Trust that even the smallest beginning can open the door to incredible change. And if you found hope or encouragement here, please consider liking this video. It helps more wonderful people like you find their way to this community. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we have so much more inspiration and support coming your way. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which habit will you start with first? Volunteering, pursuing a passion, setting a boundary, or practicing self-care? Let me know in the comments below. Your journey matters, and I would be honored to cheer you on. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You are seen, you are valued, and the world is a brighter place because you're in it. I'll see you in the next video.